Hello everyone, welcome to Beasnael. We are not the same. What a fabulous week we've had. But yet I'd like to send our condolences to some of the lives lost in the country. It is my home country, and my prayers are
when trouble comes to me,
the families in China.
I've got to move.
Do you know what's in store? Please send us your fun facts that you've chosen about the 3 fun facts that you have, and we will do a drawing.
Just like me, when trouble comes, you should move. The army is marching.
Another one on this rock, proving that we are not the same. A conversation with Sandra Izsador.
I know that in another part his name is Jehovah, but the book already told me he would be known by many names.
But I make it more interesting.
Yeah, come
now,
on.
What is it? The Ngambai tribe. The language is a mixture of Arabic and some other words from different, parts of Africa. We say Allah, and we're a Christian family.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So Allah, Jehovah.
Yeah.
But Oludumare.
Yeah.
And isn't it Elohim?
Yes, Elohim. But the funny thing is, when now you want to break it off to another doctrine, which is the Islamic doctrine, they say Allah. So who's correct? Because I'm a Christian and I pray saying Allah Lesibo, my God, when I'm not saying it because I'm a Muslim. And when my friends hear, they're like, you just said Allah, but you're praying to God. What's going on here?
But he's known by many names.
By many names.
Or she. That's another thing, she. So
by many names. And
so I don't have a problem with that, And then I already know that most of the things that were taught to me about religion through Christianity, most of it was lies anyway.
Well, people fit the word, which is written in the Bible, according to their lifestyle or their understanding. And that's where I think you have so many different churches, Presbyterian, Lutheran, Baptist, you have when one non-denominational church is enough, So why? But it's according to their own understanding and their own lifestyles and how they want to guide people to live. And that's how I see it. Now, we can take it further into breaking it down to 4 things that I've always lived by. You can be around lifters, thrusters, people who weigh you down, or people who drag you, right? So here we go now. You go into certain churches and you're like, wait, this person lifts me up, but this person makes me feel like I have a weight. This person makes me feel like, oh my God, they're going to thrust me to somewhere. And then this person is just, they drag me. But why? Because of their understanding of what the word is supposed to be, So it is quite an intense subject, but also it goes back to colonialism. And
it's part of the root problem.
It is.
It's not, over here, my ancestors had a different, because, they taught us, they have, I think the Negro Bible or the Slave Bible, they got that.
See, I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah, well, it's been a whole lot of miseducation.
Wow.
That you can abuse. To think that you can abuse.
Yeah.
But you know what else I saw? When you go back into white history, the Vikings.
Yes, the Viking, yes.
The Vikings and the Romans.
Yeah.
They were some horrific people.
Barbaric. They were hunters. They were a little,
Nothing was beneath them. So
yes.
For this thing, because let's go back to that baby you were talking about. I guess that baby is born into evil. But that evil can be so deep that it goes into the DNA.
It's a soul. I'm looking at the flesh, but there's a soul, So if we want to break it down even more in depth, you see souls, you talk to souls.
Okay, so now that you've clarified me on that, and we've done the colonialism and the slavery thing, I want to know, what is Chad like as a city? Because the first time I met a Chadian, I was in Nigeria. And I think Chad is right close to Nigeria. I'm sure I'm going to have a map so everybody can see
where Chad is.
And I want to, because when that also makes me think about how tiny it is and how Africa was chopped up into 52 states?
Well, some say 56, some say 54. Chad is North Central Africa, actually called the Republic of Chad. And colonialism has left us with 2 official languages, Arabic and French. Now, we're landlocked. The northern side is Libya, Sudan.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then we have Niger, then Nigeria, Cameroon, and a little bit of, I'm forgetting what's underneath the Chadian country when I look at my map. Now, a lot of people think it's a small country, but it's twice the size of Texas. It is twice the size of Texas, y'all.
Really?
And yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I saw this.
No, it's we describe it. We were told as kids how to draw it as an old man with a képi, and in French, a képi, it's almost like a beret. It's a soldier's hat almost.
Yeah, right.
And it's the Sahara Desert, and so you've got a lot of sand, a lot of nomads up north. Hence, you have dark-skinned and light-skinned Chadians. And I'm from the south, so I'm a dark-skinned Chadian. The beauty of Chad is that I say it's actually a plus. It's the culture, and the people tend to be very humble, now. Yeah. It's good, and some can take it to a level where they're almost serious. They become a little waggish when you get to know them, so it's nicer, when you're more intimate with them. Now, they undersell themselves, I think, for the most part, because it's a country that has, I think I was looking at the census of 2020, it was close to 16 million or 17 million people.
Small.
So small compared to other countries, but big in our eyes because we've come a long way. Because it's a nomadic, country. So, I'm very honored, and I think it's a gift, to have, this conversation because the younger generation, I think, has got the message loud and clear. Why? Because the world is getting smaller. Why? Because of technology, right? We have the world of Instagram, social media that's so advanced.
And you can see. They can see.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. They, what did they say? They would become weaker and wiser.
Weaker and wiser, indeed. And I like that because back in the day, back in my day when I was growing up, I would have wished we had even Facebook, so that I could see what others were doing. I could see more people like my thinking.
I was so, you know what?
Yeah.
I thought everything that went on was just me.
No. Yeah.
Girl, I realize now what a sheltered life my parents gave me. Because the life that my parents gave me, our world was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was games.
Oh, yeah.
We traveled. I didn't know all the ugly things.
Same here. I was shocked when I found out one of my uncles had divorced his wife. I was like, why didn't you guys tell me? And it was one of those things that's actually a normal way of life. Now, I'm separated from it. You know what I mean? So there were some things that I think I had to learn later on in life. And, if you want to call it a late bloomer, no. It's just because I was sheltered, because there was fear. Even though we were a family that was very strong, rooted in Christianity, there was still fear of that outside world. Why? Because colonialism, because lack of self-confidence, because lack of understanding.
Well, there was, I grew up in that.
Yeah.
And the best thing that my parents could have done for me was moving us into an all-white neighborhood.
Yeah, you told me that.
And moving into that all-white neighborhood, then I found out who Little Black Sambo was, you know. And then I started paying attention to television, and I saw Africa, and I saw Tarzan, and I saw the Africans, like Tarzan was he was the man, and they were looking up for Tarzan. They couldn't do nothing without Tarzan.
Without Tarzan, yeah.
And I'm saying, these people look like me. I said, so something not right about this story.
Have you ever wondered where Tarzan's name came from? I always wondered.
No.
It doesn't sound like a John, a Mark, And
it definitely isn't African.
No. I've always wondered that. No one can tell me. So it makes you wonder. Okay. No.
But anyway, it's been great sitting here connecting these dots for overstanding and clarity. And once again, the only African females that I have had hardcore discussions like this with have been you and Dakori Akande.
Oh, Dakori, yes.
Dakori, she's so real and she's so sweet. When Dakori, she and I would be in this house, and it would be like we're steadily feeding off each other. Yeah. She's learning from me, I'm learning from her.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
That was what was so great about my relationship with Fela, because we were connecting dots.
Connecting the dots. Yeah.
And we were doing it equally, lovingly.
Yes.
But today we didn't have all that. Oh, I'm with this group. Oh,
society likes what's comfortable, myself included. But then when you have to grow, what is it? The caterpillar. It's uncomfortable. So why would I just voluntarily make myself uncomfortable?
Well, okay,
feel uncomfortable, are in the same setting because of fear. So
that's true.
A no fear zone. I mean, I cannot say I've had some amazingly crazy, disgusting challenges and things that have happened to me, but I came out stronger and better, and my life is better, my kids' life is better because I went through that pain. And so I will make myself uncomfortable over and over if it means at the other end I'm going to grow.
Hey, I like that. Muru, hey, Muru. It has rhythm.
Of course it has rhythm. It's African language.
Yeah, it has rhythm.
No, you made it. You gave it a rhythm.
No, I heard it. You said it.
Let me say it in my language. Mada botolu mige muruba bakon.
Okay, now that's way too much, girl.
Music. Yes, and I'm a lover of music.
Right.
What I wanted to mention about Fela is passion, freedom, and love, right? And I think when you're passionate about something or anything in life, you don't see all the, the what is it? The stuff that comes at you and the blindsides you.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm passionate about a lot of things. And sometimes it comes across in the wrong way. And sometimes, I'm passionate about helping each other. I'm passionate about just life.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I'm passionate about fashion.
Oh, girl. Okay. Yeah.
So the culture that we have, all over Africa, there are different, dialects, languages, really, and music and dance moves. I know in Nigeria, with Afrobeat and even the traditional Nigerian dancing is with...
Yes, girl. It's all about the
Don't get you started, okay?
And the bigger the yash, the better.
The better, right?
All right.
In my country, it's the opposite, So now you're dancing now with your waist. It's what you could do with your waist.
And we're going to see some of that today because she's going to show me. I know Ethiopia is up here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So if you can whine with your neck. Okay. We need some music in that, And then, if you take it further, maybe, to some other African countries, just the shoulders.
Right.
So...
Yeah.
Right? So now, why can't we put all of those dances?
Oh, wait a minute. And then, let's see if we can go over to Europe and get the river dancers. It's been great speaking with you. And I want to also mention your program with Nathalie Beasnael. We are not the same. As you can see, we're not, but at the same time, we're sisters.
We are.
And we have connected.
What did you think? Did you send me your 3 fun facts? Tune in for a live drawing on May 2nd.
It's like the light of dawn, shining brighter and brighter until midday. Christ en nous, l'espérance de la gloire.
Hilungananga, Hilungananga, Nathalie Yesu, Nathalie.